Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie.
I'm Cody.
On this episode, we're actually doing our year-end review of all the whiskeys we tried, primarily on air, but we will probably bring up a few that we did off air. Um, but yeah, this is our 2023 list of whiskeys of the year, cocktails of the year, um,
Yeah.
or what whiskey made the best cocktail. Um, so yeah, uh, let's get this thing kicked off by Cody. What was your
Yeah.
go-to whiskey of the year?
Uh, Go-to whiskey of the year off podcast would be uh, this one here, Old Pepper Bottled in Bond Bourbon.
Nice.
So they have a rye as well. I haven't tried that one, but this one has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I have been drinking it neat. I'm gonna go ahead and pour myself a little glass here. Um, but I have just been in love with this thing neat. I actually did a little I haven't posted it yet, but I did a video where I blinded this um against Eagle Rare. And
Ooh.
you'll just have to find out and see when I post that video. It's a short little video,
Yeah.
but see what I thought of the
Well,
two.
well, I know you've been talking about this one, and actually, funny enough, that actually leads right into my whiskey
Hmm.
of the year, kind of too, but it's made by the same company as Cody's,
Yep.
and 1776 James E. Pepper rye. And reason why mine's kind of two was I was kind of back and forth between the rye and the bourbon this year with that. Can't go wrong with either one. And I actually got my glass here. Cody's drinking out of his Legion glass. This is the one Cody made me. And tell you what, guys, the weight on this glass is perfect.
It's great.
So yeah,
I love it.
hey, cheers.
Cheers, bro. Mm.
Oh man, it's actually been a few months since I've had this, but it's so good.
Same.
I'll
It's been a
I'll
couple
say
months.
this: James E. Pepper, 1776 rye, and the bourbon been my go-to majority of the year. But when Cody introduced me to early times, that almost took over. But I was looking at everything I bought this year, and 1776 still held out. But that early times, we have a review coming out on that soon. It's a blind, so
Yes. Yes, that will be coming out very soon, everybody. We've been this year's been kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. We're trying to just I'm playing catch up. Not gonna lie.
yeah,
It's been hectic, and
yeah.
editing takes a while. But
Well, you're
you
doing
know,
all the editing right now, so there's a lot that Cody has to deal with. I just focus on posting whenever he gets it. Like obviously, watch it and listen to it and everything. Figure out if there's anything that he may have missed, but he does all the editing right now, and he does one hell of a job. So hey, here's a cheers to you, man.
cheers,
Again,
bro. Yeah,
thank
man.
you. Um, But like Cody and I were saying, we have a blind episode. So this is actually going to be four different whiskeys. We blind taste tests. We'll go ahead and give you those names: Kirkland, Early Times, Old Tub, and Evan Williams, and they're all bonded. So great episode, fun to do. Definitely want to do more of that in the future. I kind of like that blind, not knowing, and picking it apart. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah,
super fun. That was a fun episode, man. One thing we
well,
forgot to mention:
yeah,
prices on these for everybody. This goes for about $50.
yeah,
Little 50 bucks. So if
yeah.
you see it, don't pass up on it. Try it. It's freaking so good, neat, and just wanted to let you guys know how much it
Yeah,
was.
a little bit more pricey than the 7076. I just got mine today about $37, $38. So
Yep.
not much more expensive, but
Yeah.
um,
So those are like the uh, Robbie's drinking they're like tiers, right? Kind of,
mhm,
I guess you would say. That one's so good. We did that one what a couple years
2 years
ago.
ago. Yeah.
That rye is phenomenal.
Yeah, we still got to do the bourbon, which is
Yep.
just as good. I'd be curious. I need to I need to try them like side by side because they're both so good and they hit. You know, the rye's going to hit great for me tonight. It's a little cold, rainy, and all next week, so that's why I grabbed the rye. But the bourbon can't go wrong with either.
Yeah, for sure.
So Cody, let's
Yeah.
kick this off here. Um, so I know we kind of got two different categories as far as budget and then just the best overall.
Yeah.
But let's kick it off with the budget mixer of the year.
All right. Well, budget mixer of the year for me was Early Times Bottled in Bond. Um, just I just had a blast with that whiskey this year.
Yes.
Um, it may not be the best in certain like cocktails, but for me it was just great. I had a great time drinking it neat. I had a great time drinking it in cocktails all year long.
Yeah.
Um, and it's cheap, everybody, and it's
Yeah.
just good. Um, can't go wrong with Early Times Bottled in Bond. I mean, for a cheap mixer, that was my go-to this year for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
That was definitely mine as well. Early times. Again, we can't wait to do a full review on this thing. Um, and we also have that blind coming out. This thing is a very good whiskey for, I get it for about 16, $17 here.
it was
And it's a
hilarious.
liter.
Didn't I bring you one and then you all of a
Yeah.
sudden got them? So like
Yeah.
when I drove out to Arkansas this year, I brought Robbie one on my
Well,
travels up,
yeah, you asked
and
me if I could get it, and I asked all the liquor stores, and they said
yeah,
no. And
exactly.
then
And
it was
then
like the
all of a
week he
sudden,
was here.
the week I was there, they got these shipments in of Early Times. I remember because we went to the liquor store and they're like, "Yeah, we just got these in," and they're selling them there for like the best price I've ever seen them. I was like,
Yeah,
God damn it! Now I was wasted bringing this bottle here. Could have got you
I
something
know.
else,
It's
but it
how
was
it
cool.
happens, man.
It's funny
It's
how it
how it
works, but
happens. Um,
great
but
budget whiskey.
definitely, definitely great budget whiskey. I recommend if you could get it because it does sell fast, people. It is a cheap bottle. It's a liter, but the taste of what you're getting, you're sipping a $30, $40. Honestly, I would say a $40 bottle of whiskey, but it's $17. So,
Yeah, it's good.
all right.
Yeah, what do
Let's
you?
let's go on to a couple honorable mentions here that I got. I will kick us off here. This is kind of leading sticking with the mixers, and mine is for Coke, and that was the Old Forester Bonded 1897 with Coke. That
Yeah, that was
thing
your
was
birthday pick this year.
that was my birthday pick. That made it fun, phenomenal whiskey and Coke, and definitely one Cody and I both enjoyed and recommend to everybody. Old Foresters, stay true, solid bottle of whiskey. So
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, it was surprisingly really good in whiskey
yeah,
Coke, and not the cheapest whiskey Coke ever poured, but still
nope.
was really solid for you know whiskey Coke. That was a great one.
Yes, it was.
My honorable mention would follow up with you kind of with 1920 Prohibition style
Yeah,
Old Forester. We did that episode this year with Kyle, my good friend,
yeah,
longtime friend, and Prohibition Brewery uh, owner in Vista there, California. Everybody, so if you're in that area, go check it out. But we did that episode. Great whiskey overall, sipper, just realistically, it was probably the best way sipping when we reviewed that.
yeah.
Just so good, so complex, so many flavors, higher
Definitely enjoyed it.
proof, very enjoyable whiskey. I wouldn't say it's for beginners starting off drinking. It's a little hot right off the bat,
Yep,
but definitely a you know whiskey for somebody that's used to drinking higher proof stuff. So
yep. Um, I
that'd be
do
my
got one
honorable mention.
more honorable mention, and it's unfortunate. Cody and I recorded this episode earlier this year. We were not able to get this out, and it will be out sometime early next year. And it's Ammunition Rye, and the honorable mention is for the old fashioned. It made one heck of an old fashioned. Um, can't quite say it was the best of the year, but it was pretty damn good. So good
That's good.
honorable mention with that. Stay tuned for that episode. Ammunition Rye, stay tuned for that episode. We also have another rye that will be coming out, Sacred Stave. Yep,
Here
that
we
one
are,
right there.
everybody. So
I actually
this is
got
our
a little
other
bit left.
this is our other honorable mention. I figured I had it sitting right here. So
Hmm.
um, really good meat. So I went here. This is an Arizona whiskey made, local distillery there. I went there, I think last year or 2 years ago. I don't know, but we've done the bourbon review of this
Yeah,
earlier. I think 2 years ago now, and then we did this year. Hasn't been posted. This will be another one that gets posted early this coming year. So look forward to
yeah.
that. I whenever I travel, I love to go to the local spots, and I got Robbie a bottle of this as well when I was there. So yeah,
Yeah, and really, it's the Ammunition Rye, Sacred Stave Rye, and then the Blind that we were talking about. Those are 3 episodes. We really wanted to get out this year, but it'll be early next year. So 2024 is actually going to be packed. At the end of this episode, we're going to go through. We already got a list made of whiskeys that we're going to be kicking off the new year with, and we have quite a bit already. So, and just honestly, a few of them are already on the shelves, just waiting for us. So we're
yes,
pretty excited for that.
yeah,
Okay. Um, you know what? Do you want to jump right into the rye of the year?
yeah. You want to go ahead and cover that one?
Yeah. So, whiskey slash whiskey rye of the year, we are handing that one over to Pikesville Rye. This one, very solid bottle. Unfortunately for me, is about $54. I just saw it today. Cody
Yeah,
gets it for like 38 or something.
38. Yeah.
So very,
So
but even at the
I have
price
it
of
right here.
54, I recommend this bottle at the price of $54, or it's a $50
It's that
bottle
good, everybody.
easily.
It is that
Um,
good.
but if you could get it for Cody's price at 38, that thing just kills. Um, one of my
100,
favorite ryes.
110 proof, 6 year rye, I
Yeah.
believe. Um, don't quote me on that. I'm just taking a guess from my memory, but I think it's a 6 year rye. Maybe it's, oh yeah, it says it right here in the back. So 110 proof. This is made from Heaven Hill Distillery. Just a phenomenal bottle. This was actually my birthday pick this year. And
Yeah,
we fucking loved it. It was great.
it
Just
was.
if you see it, buy it. And if you like Rise, I mean, this is a killer one. I love it.
Yes, man, that
Super
one is
enjoyable.
phenomenal. Um, honestly, before we get to the bourbon of the year, I do want to bring up. Unfortunately, we only got to one uh, imported whiskey, I should say, or foreign whiskey. It was our Irish whiskey, and that's actually another episode. I completely forgot about. We will be releasing two um, Irish whiskey reviews at the beginning during St. Patty's Day this year, and this is going to be
Yeah.
for Bushmills Prohibition. If you guys could get your hands on it, I recommend grabbing it now because it is a limited edition. I thought I'd throw that out there, give that one a
The
shout out as well.
Peaky Blinders at limited edition. Yeah,
Yes.
Prohibition style.
So,
Bushmill.
but yeah,
That was a
kind
good
of
one.
forgot about that. We have four sitting there. Cody got that one done, but it was like about 2-3 weeks past St. Patty's Day, so I was like, let's just save it.
Yeah.
We'll release two next year. So
I think I got
we will
sick
be
or
doing two.
something
No,
that time.
I know
Were you sick? You got sick
yeah,
a
I
couple
think.
times
Oh yeah, I
this
got
year.
sick a couple times. My son
Yeah.
definitely gave me some shit.
Yeah, you've
I'm
you've
gonna
got
I'm gonna
you've
blame
got some
I'm gonna blame
sickness
it on Odin.
from Odin for sure. Um, freaking, I also, just I've lost a couple episodes. So I've had
Oh yeah.
episodes that I've already edited, but I had some computer glitches and new software glitches that screwed me over. I literally lost 2 episodes.
It was a
But
heck of a year, guys.
I had to redo.
Not
Anyways, it's
gonna
been a
lie.
crazy year. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody deals with,
Um.
I'm sure this kind of crap, so it's not something I'm sure most people deal with. So
So, I actually want you to bring in the whiskey of the year, the bourbon. But before we do that, I do want to talk about, since this is the holiday time, we got Christmas, New Year's. This is a whiskey we did at the beginning of the year. It was kind of my first one back when Odin was born. George Dickel bourbon. Um,
yeah,
I thought it made one of the best holiday old fashions. Had a very good. Usually, when an old whiskey makes it like cinnamon, like old fashioned, it ruins it and kills it. But for
if it's
some
yeah,
reason,
if
this
it's
one
too
hit the
much, yeah,
spot. Um, and I recommend, you know, just holiday esque George Dickel bourbon. Probably make some other phenomenal holiday drinks. So go out and grab it. It wasn't the best bourbon we did by any means, but it was good every way we drank it. Made it really good. To me, I call it the holiday old fashioned.
yeah, dude. I mean, I know a lot of people dog on the George Dickel, but that is actually a solid bottle.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that bottle, and for the price, depending on where you're at, it's a pretty solid bottle. Um,
yes,
and Robbie, I concur with Robbie. The old fashioned was very, very fall holiday-esque
yeah,
type style, and it was great. And I think even Michaela was the one who actually said
yeah.
that.
She pointed that out
Um,
because
and
that was one of the first drinks she
we were
had
like,
was able to
yeah,
drink.
totally, yeah,
Because we did that in March, and that was the
yep.
first drink she was able to drink. Um,
Yeah,
anyways,
after having Odin, yeah,
after having known
yeah,
Cody, because you brought this bottle to me
yep,
from Colorado. Unfortunately, we don't have the bottle with us. Mine's
no,
actually in my guest room, and my mother-in-law is currently sleeping. And Cody left his
yeah,
upstairs or up at the house. So
yep. Um,
we're just leave it to imagination, but take it off. Take it
yeah,
from
dude.
here.
So I will. So best whiskey we reviewed this year by far. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty blew away the competition. Um, was Cooper's Craft. Everybody, the 100 proof Cooper's Craft. It was such a good whiskey in every single way that we were just, you know,
Blown away.
blown away. I mean, it,
No pun
so since
intended.
since we've been doing the podcast, you know, 3 years now, I think, um, it's the best scoring whiskey we've had overall,
Yeah.
and pretty much in every category. It's just anyways, for $30, I think it's about a $30 to $35 bottle. But I brought that bottle out to Robbie when I came out there, and I picked it up in
Um,
Colorado, and just a great bottle. Cooper's Craft, 100 proof.
so, uh, damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
just
can
got that
see it.
glare.
You go on our
Um,
Instagram, everybody, if you haven't seen
yeah,
it, but it's on there, posted on our one of our posts.
because there are two different Cooper's Craft. So,
Yes, there's
but
a
I would,
lower proof. I think it's 41%
yes.
alcohol um, version of that. We're not talking about that one. Um,
This,
actually, everybody, I also had this tonight, so I had a little bit left. I
yeah,
had it
lucky
neat,
bastard.
fucking dude. I was texting Robbie earlier. I was like, man, this is better than I fucking remembered. It was so
Yeah.
good. And then
I wonder if that
I
puts
had
you a
it on the
pull up
rocks.
better.
So
No, it's
good.
just too washed
So
out.
good on the rocks, everybody. And then I had it with Coke as well. And it was just,
Um, yeah,
it was
no, I
great.
gotta agree. This whiskey, damn. Um, that's all I could say about it. It kind of blew the doors off. I can't wait to actually do another old fashioned off with this and Russell 10 year and maybe another whiskey. But I think this may be a Russell 10 year killer on the old fashioned. Um, every way we
Yeah, I
drank
agree.
it, neat on the rocks, coat. Like, honestly, we've always talked about Legion as being the gold standard, and we've always talked about that. And it's kind of sad because we're drinking out of our Legion glasses, and Cooper's Craft may be that one that we have a gold standard for, and we'll talk about. Um,
Yeah,
and it's unfortunate Cody can't get it in California. I
you
can't
can't
get
get
it in
it.
Arkansas. It is a Kentucky bourbon. If you're in Colorado, you definitely could get it, you lucky bastards.
Florida can get
So,
it. I was in
yeah.
Florida; it's there too.
But if
Um,
you could get it, I recommend grabbing yourself a bottle. Please let us know what you think. All around, that may be the bourbon of the year, but that's the whiskey of the year, and it's also the mixer of the year. We had to give it that title as well, just because
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
else
What did
was
it
up
score?
there.
4.7 old
4.7,
fashioned,
yeah, and
and
even Coke I think was a 4.6 or 7.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it was very high.
So
God dang. Cooper's Craft, everybody. Gosh, I get chills talking about it. That one was a very good one, dude. Thank you for bringing that.
I know, dude. I freaking I wish I could have got more, but
Oh,
uh,
and honestly, I was so excited and I shared it with my friends, and I regret it because, in a way, like I'm glad I shared it with them, but I regret it because it's gone and I
dude,
can't
I
get any.
remember there's actually proof of you saying I'm not going to share this with anybody
Oh, I know.
on the podcast.
But I
You
had
did
to. It was
anyways.
just too good not
I
to
told you.
share.
I even said I was like, "You're gonna fucking share. Don't lie. That's just you, man. You got to share. If you're a whiskey drinker, you
Yeah.
got to share. I mean,
You want to share
it's
with
just
people.
nature, dude. You just want to
Yeah.
share with your buddies. You want to share it. That's the whole beauty of this. Everybody is sharing with your friends, being there. Bringing in new whiskeys and just coming together and drinking these things.
Yeah.
It's just such a fun thing to do, and it's not about getting wasted all the time or doing that kind of thing. It's really just about community and drinking these whiskeys that
Exactly.
really bring joy to the whiskey community like us and you guys and everybody that listens to the show. So it's just something uh that's the beauty of it. Anyways, um
Okay.
what other whiskeys
Sorry.
we want to mention in here tonight?
Well, honestly, I think that's really it as far as the 2023 list. We
Yeah,
are actually, I was about to go off on our 2024, what we to expect.
I have one more honorable mention.
Okay.
Bardstown
Ooh.
Origin Series, they're the white label, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
I got the I've been sipping on that this year as well. I got one bottle that I really
Yeah, you've
enjoyable,
talked about
really
that. That's
really
why I
enjoyable.
was at the liquor store and I was like, oh,
Um,
was this the Bardstown you were talking about?
no, it's a
So,
different one, different
yeah.
company, but freaking really good. They just started coming out because they're known for blending their whiskeys. Um, so yeah, normally they're known for blending their whiskeys, but this is actually their own distillate. They distilled it
Yeah.
in-house and everything, and they released it this year, and it's really great. Even they have a bottled in bond one. That one was really good. I have that one as well. Um, anyways, just another honorable mention for anybody about 46 to
Yeah, no, you've talked
50
about that
bucks.
whiskey quite a bit this year.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We're going to get into our 2024 list that we have compiled of what we are going to kick off the new year with. And
Yeah.
starting off, the first whiskey we're going to review. It may not be our first episode we release of 2024, but just know it's a whiskey we did in 2024, and that is Duke. And do you have that
Duke's
one with
bourbon.
you?
I
Yeah, the
do. I can
bourbon.
grab it, but yeah,
No,
just the
you're
bourbon.
fine. Um, and then a whiskey I brought to Cody, and cool story about that. We'll talk about it on the episode, but it is Luca Mariano. Um,
Yes, I've been wanting to do this for a
very, very
year.
good whiskey. I'm excited to have this whiskey again. It's about a 50 something dollar bottle. We will be diving into that early next year, January of 2024.
Yes.
And then we have, once we release our blind, um, which will be first thing of the January here, Early Times and versus Kirkland. So that's going to be one that we will be reviewing.
But
I'm not going to go into too much of that because I don't want to give away the blind. But then shortly after that, we got Cody's birthday whiskey that he's going to pick out. We got St. Patty's Day, and somewhere in that time frame, we got Maker's Mark French Cask.
yes,
I've been talking to Cody ever since I found this just about a month ago or so. Phenomenal bottle. Can't wait to review it. That one's going to probably be right after his birthday or right after St. Patty's Day.
yeah, yeah, man. I'm super excited for this coming year. We're gonna have yeah, a really good time doing that. But like always, everybody, um, good vibes, and stay tuned for next
Need to
year.
pour more.
We have big things, and yeah, I'm out too. But cheers, everybody.
Hey, cheers, everybody. Be safe for New Year's and
Yeah, New
Christmas.
Year's.
Cherish your loved ones. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2024.
Yep. Cheers.